Today we're going to be talking about 10 fragrances that I purchased that I think are my best purchases of this calendar year. Welcome back to ScentSense, guys. As always, I'm Joshua, and to all my loyal and fantastic subscribers, guys, thank you. And to all my new viewers and hopefully new subscribers, guys, welcome in, guys. Today we're going to be talking about 10 fragrances that I got in this calendar year that I think are fantastic and are my favorite purchases that I made this year. Starting the list off at number 10 is a fragrance from the house of Hugo Boss, and the fragrance is Boss Bottled Intense. Boss Bottled Intense does exactly what I want it to do. It's my cuddle fragrance. It's a fragrance that I'm going to wear when I want to have somebody really close to me. It's when that significant other is with you and you just want to cuddle them up. It has a warm and inviting scent. It smells like warm apple pie. And I don't know about you, but I love the way it feels whenever that grandma of yours is making that warm apple pie and you smell it. And it literally feels like every part of you is warmed. This is a fantastic fragrance. I don't want you to get girls to think of their grandmother while you're trying to Netflix and chill, but this fragrance will definitely get you in the door, guys. Definitely check it out. It's Boss Bottled Intense. Coming in at number 9, guys, is a fragrance that has been on the hype train this year. It is a fragrance that the community, especially as reviewers, have made it feel like this was the second coming of Christ. But it wasn't that for me, but it was also a good fragrance. I'd be remiss not to have it in my top 10, but it's definitely not going to be at the beginning, hence why it's at number 9. The fragrance we're talking about is 1821 Man-Made Sweet Tobacco, blah, 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 blah. The reason for the blah, blah, blah is because this has to be the longest name in the history of fragrances. But guys, it also has a pretty decent scent character. I love the way it smells and the fact that it accomplishes exactly what it set out to accomplish. I'm just not a huge fan of how strong the tobacco is. Once it dries down on the skin, it's a very, very good fragrance. It definitely gets the job done. It's definitely fall and winter only for me, so there's not a whole lot of time I can wear this in South Louisiana, but I definitely like it, guys, so you should definitely check it out. That's 1821 Man-Made Sweet Tobacco Spirits fragrance that smells like fall and like leather and other stuff. Falling into the number 8 spot is a fragrance that I got because a friend of mine from the Fragrance Apprentice channel, George, talks about it all the time. I had smelled it before, I had decants, wasn't 100% sure if I really liked it, but I said, you know what, George has hyped it up so much that I just have to have a bottle just cause. So I went ahead and I got the bottle. It's probably my 3rd favorite fragrance from the house now. George has converted me, and the fragrance we're talking about, guys, is Millesime Imperial by Creed. It's missing the cap, guys. It makes my skin itch. Yes, I know, but I picked it up from a Facebook group on the low, and I appreciate that, fam. It's not my favorite fresh fragrance from the house. That would have to be Creed's Virgin Island Water, but it definitely has its own vibe. I get tons of compliments from it. Usually it's like something along the lines of, dang boy, you smell good, or you is a good smelling white boy, which I kind of take in stride because it's fantastic. It is a long-lasting fragrance for it being a citrus-based fragrance. I usually get about 6 or 7 hours on it, about 1.5 hours to 2 hours of projection, but the walkthrough, the sillage, that is strong, and it works, guys. So you should definitely check it out. You should definitely spend the money for it. See if you can maybe get a tester on the low, guys. The fragrance we're talking about is Creed's Millesime Imperial. The number 7 fragrance we're going to be talking about is a fragrance from the house of Azzaro. Yes, Azzaro, an often looked down upon fragrance house. But if you notice, a lot of reviewers hype this fragrance, which is hilarious because they're quick to hate on the other fragrances from Azzaro. Now, the majority of the other fragrances from Azzaro are Azzaro Chrome Legend, Azzaro Chrome Legend Spirit, Azzaro Chrome something or other, Sport. It's always a chrome. But guys, this fragrance works. It's the 6th shooter of the scent game. That's Azzaro's Wanted. Azzaro's Wanted is a fantastic fragrance in the fact that it smells a whole lot like Invictus, but it doesn't smell so bubblegummy like Invictus. It has its own scent characteristic, and it definitely has a strong and inviting sense to it. It definitely pushes out, it projects. It's a long-lasting fragrance. I usually get about 5 to 6 hours minimum. But also remember, guys, I live in South Louisiana, so you may get even more in a cooler climate. I think it's perfect for all seasons. I think it would work in any occasion, guys. Definitely get your hands on this. Just for the bottle alone, I mean, it's got to be one of the coolest looking bottles I've ever seen, guys. So definitely check it out. That's Azzaro's Wanted. Falling into the number 6 spot on my list is a fragrance that makes me smell like $1,000,000. And what I mean by $1,000,000, $1,000,000 worth of freshly washed towels from a prestigious hotel, like the Waldorf Astoria or whatever, or however you say that. Fragrance we're talking about, guys, is Prada Lemme. Prada Lemme is a fantastic fragrance in the fact that it makes you smell so clean. It doesn't have any fantastic differentiation of scent character. It's not polarizing. It's not unique. It's not daring. It's nothing special in any of those categories. It just does what you want it to do, and that's make you smell clean and make you smell inviting. Guys, I love this fragrance for the office. I love this fragrance when I have meetings or when I have to do anything that's important indoors, guys. You should definitely check it out. As you can see, I've used a good bit of it. That's Prada Lemme. Coming in at number 5, guys, is a fragrance from the house of Terry Mugler. It's made my fall list. It's a fantastic fragrance. It's this beautiful boozy scent of the fragrance game, and that is Pure Malt by Terry Mugler. Guys, I've described it recently. Pure Malt is fantastic. It makes me feel like I've walked out of a cigar shop and I've just dropped a couple $100s on some really good cigars, and I just smell like the room that I was in. The cognac that's sitting on someone's chair, the cigar smoke that's wafting through the air, the air freshener that they have wafting through the air, just sophisticated and classy. The bottle may not look sophisticated and classy, but the juice definitely gets that job done, guys. Coming in at number 5 is none other than Pure Malt by Terry Mugler. So let the hate ring. Let them yell from the mountaintops, guys. The number 4 fragrance that I got this year is Creed's Aventus. Yeah, man, it smells good. I mean, it's easy to hate on. It's like Dior Sauvage or Dylan Blue or any of these fragrances. People just hate on it just cause. But at the end of the day, everyone hated Michael Jordan. At the end of the day, people hated Kobe Bryant. At the end of the day, lots of people hate LeBron James, aka King James. But they're just the best. They're the greatest. And this fragrance is definitely up there. It will definitely get you compliments. It lasts forever. It projects. It works at every season. It does everything you need to. It's like a fragrant Swiss Army knife, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm talking too much because you already know about this fragrance. But for those that don't, get your nose on it and crack open your wallet. Yes, it's worth every dollar. That's Creed's Aventus. Finding its place at number 3, guys, is my signature scent, my newest signature scent. It was Versace Signature, or Pour Homme as it's also known, but now it's its younger brother, Versace's Dylan Blue. This fragrance is also a Swiss Army knife, fellas. It smells like you took all the best scent characteristics of Acqua di Gio Profumo, Bleu de Chanel, and Dior Sauvage, and you just poured that in a pot and made a gumbo. And the gumbo fragrance you come out with is gonna be Dylan Blue. It lasts very well, guys, on my skin. Some people complain that it doesn't, but the worst I've ever heard is 5 hours or so. I've heard that the projection only lasts 1 to 2 hours and it gets a little bit closer to the skin. But guys, it's dirt cheap. You can get this for less than $40. So if you're a fragrance collector and you want something to shake it up and you're not 100% sold on the Dior Sauvages and the Bleu de Chanels and you want something slightly different or something that's just the best of all of them combined, get your nose on this, guys. I'm doing a giveaway for 1,500 subscribers. I think y'all should know about that. You should go check out the video. It says something about like 1,000 subscribers plus. At 1,500 subscribers, I'll be giving away a 200 milliliter bottle of this fragrance. Go ahead and subscribe and jump in on that and comment, guys, because I love to give away stuff. I'm pretty sure you've noticed that on this channel. So go ahead and make sure you're in it, guys. Anyway, guys, the fragrance we're talking about is Versace's Dylan Blue. Coming in at number 2, guys, is a fragrance that got me into the house of Dior. No, it's not that stank 2012 overloaded iris version. No, it's definitely a fantastic fragrance. And the fragrance we're talking about is Dior Home's Sport. Dior Homme Sport's 2017 version has been reformulated and they completely removed the iris note. This is much more sportier than the original, but it's also still slightly sophisticated. I love this juice. It lasts forever on my skin. It projects so well. Guys, you're gonna get 7 to 8 hours on your skin if you're anything like me. It's going to project for 2 to 3 hours, and you can definitely reapply, because I do, and I don't even care about the price. That's how much I love this stuff. It's one of the very few fragrances that I will spring for, and I will buy retail if I have to, guys. Definitely check it out. Number 2 is Dior Homme's Sport. Coming in at number 1, guys, is a fragrance that you haven't even heard me talk about. And that's mainly because it's so great and I like it so much that I haven't even found the right words to say about it. But I thought I would be completely remiss not to tell you how much I love this fragrance, and I'm sure you can see it at this point, but if you can't, the fragrance we're talking about, guys, is Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. This fragrance is fantastic. You have to be sure of yourself. You have to be assertive to rock it. But if you are, you will smell like the man. It's got a sweet characteristic to it, but it also has a strong and assertive dominance to it. I love this fragrance. It will last a long time for me. For some reason, some people say it doesn't, but for me, it does. It's worth every penny. I love this fragrance. It's got a dark, sweet vibe to it. I would definitely think you could wear this in the club. I definitely think you could wear this to a fancy date. I probably wouldn't wear this to the office, and I probably wouldn't wear this to like a funeral or something, but I love this fragrance, guys. You should definitely check it out. It's my #1 acquired fragrance of 2017, and the fragrance we're talking about, guys, is Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. Alright guys, that about does it for me. Those are my top 10 purchases that I made in 2017. They're not my most complimented. I already have a video for that. These fragrances were fragrances that I really enjoy. I bought them for me. I didn't buy them for anybody else. And guys, you have to buy fragrances that you enjoy. It can't just be something you lather on yourself because you just want to attract other people. You can do both. It can be something you enjoy, but something that you also use to attract other people. And we want to smell good, guys. So guys, check out these fragrances. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe as always, guys. And I hope you have a blessed and safe and wonderful holidays. And as always, I'll smell you later, guys. Peace!